It's a losing man's bet to look into the eyes of regret and forget all your troubles. It's like lying in rubble when all that you know is the feeling of your death taking hold. But be bold. Strive to live and be strong, even if you're wrong. To commit is to dive in a river that's long as it's deep, like the reasons you weep or the secrets you keep from another. Not your lover, but the one whom you lost when her eyes turned to frost in your gaze. You could take days in a purple haze, but those years will pass hushed and untouched like a forest that's lush and defended, or a heartbreak that's mended. And the dreams that you had, they're like sand. They'll just slip through your hands and the tips of your finger-brushed lips as you try to recount what you saw. Don't go breaking your laws. Hold on to reason, not madness. Let go of the sadness. Because nobody likes to cry, but if you close your eyes and you start to revise, then maybe eventually you'll realize that the start's the finish if you're in it to win it. So just forget about your doubts and all you're worrying about. Nobody knows how deep this rabbit hole goes. It just goes to show we're all pulling blows. We've all felt low. So be the dust to my broom and give me some room to be a drag. Let me kneel down and beg, 'cause in my depression, there's a confession of all of my sins. See, they say virtues are priceless, but I've never met a person who's viceless. So hold up your arms if you've ever done harm. We're not perfect, but we're worth it. It's called being resilient, and it's brilliant, like that raindrop that's 1 in a trillion but falls on the back of a duck, so we don't give a... We're just pressing our luck. See, the very first line of this rhyme is the past that happened too fast, but continued, despite all this bone and this sinew, to create, to elate, to make its own fate. Ain't that great? But we live in a world so irate where, ironically, we love all the fear and the hate for the blame that it initiates. So why's it gotta be so tough? Why can't love just be love and all of the above and nobody has to get their panties tied up in a knot? We've already got so much to worry about. Earthquakes, tsunamis, Republicans and commies, and everybody driving around in their brand new Ford Focuses, supposed to be fuel economical. It's all just illogical and unfair. This world's dying and nobody cares. We're all unaware. Just sitting on our asses, apathy in masses, polluted by the delusion that we're powerless. So break that hourglass ceiling. 'Cause we aren't puppets on some maniac's strings. We aren't Pavlov's dog waiting for a bell to ring. We are human beings and we are nothing less than whole. We may be this flesh and blood right now, but at the end of it all, we are made of soul. We give and we take, we bend, we break, we mend, we build, we ascend. And in the end, we're beautiful. So one amendment. If it's a losing man's bet to look into the eyes of regret, then maybe the winner is a sinner who's learned to forgive himself, but will never forget.